Alrighty, this is going to be part 4 of Lost Odyssey. The lethargic person says, I don't feel like doing nothing. I know how that feels, buddy. Is the kitty possessed too? Unlucky kitty, looking at something invisible. Meow. Oh my. It's glitching. What is this, a malfunctioning engine or something? The captain is nervous about the trip. He said his stomach was hurting. I wonder if he'll be alright. Hey, you guys, have you seen the captain? I don't know anyone with a job like that. That's too bad. We were supposed to set for the West Sea soon, but that's not gonna happen without a captain. We've all been too busy getting the ship ready to look for him. Could you guys help us? Just tell him it's time to embark. Sorry about this, but we need all the help we can get. Also, you can't enter the port until they are ready. Item shop. We don't need nothing from there. I think I have to go to the inn. Wahaha, this money's all mine. The golden sheen, the heavy feel in the hand. No one else can have it. Who the heck is this guy? He must be under some sort of a spell. Well, he's a creeper. Oh, what's this weird glowing object? What's that, a ledger? Looks like bad news waiting to happen. Quiet, do you want him to find us? What you got that thing out for? I don't care. You see, he doesn't even want it. That's besides the point. Well, I guess he won't miss it. Secret ledger, huh? Intriguing. Maybe it's for a side story. Shazam! Emilio's Tavern. You've come at a difficult time. Nothing interesting here. I feel like music from Nightmare Before Christmas should be playing right now. Well, this looks like it's the inn. The captain, I did see him around here somewhere. Hello, you done yet? I can understand if things are crowded, but do they really have to hog the bathrooms? Hold on a second. What is it, Jansen? Bathroom break? Why would I need something like that? I just thought maybe the captain's in there. Pretty clever to figure that out. For you, anyway. Captain, it's time to embark. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea it was time to leave already. I'll run over to the port right now. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. I think that's all we were supposed to do here. Ah, hello there. Thanks to you, we'll be able to embark soon. You've all really helped us out. Glad to hear that. Where's the captain? He's inside the ship preparing for our journey. Now we can finally get out to Did you see that? Whenever we see that light, bad things start to happen. There's gotta be something behind it. We're going off to the Western Sea to figure out what's hiding there. There's gotta be something. So that's why you're busy fixing the ship. It's to explore these choppy waters. We have some real brave ones here. Why don't you guys come along with us if it's not a problem? We'd all feel a little bit more assured to have a group that looks as strong as you on board with us. Well, if you insist. Won't it be dangerous? What do you think, Kime?
Is this the ship they fixed up?
Captain! Let's take her out. I want to see if what they say about the source of magic energy is true.
The source of magic energy? I wonder. Ming, do you sense it?
I'm not sure. I do, however, sense the presence of powerful energy.
Only one way to find out.
Sure looks that way.
That was creepy. We're surrounded. What? Maybe they're a welcome party. All right, let's just go back. Who's with me? Come on, let's go. Turn this thing around.
We're going right into the heart of this thing. Fun starts once we get invited in. Wow, you know the sea so well, just like a captain should. Or maybe not.
I can feel it. Oh, no. You're there! Go forward! Wow! Come on, guys. Way over capacity here. Sorry. Let's get him. We don't like seafood. Let's take it down. This is just too much. We get it when we're on the boat, we get it when we're on land. I mean, we're getting it everywhere we go.
That's pathetic. We just got started. I definitely feel it ahead of us. The source of magic energy.
The power that awakened the creatures who live in the dark caverns.
The light is coming.
A dream has been revealed. I know you probably hate me now, Aneria, or perhaps as the descendant of the noble white-winged clan, you harbor no such vulgar emotions as hatred. Kind and gentle as you are, perhaps you have forgiven me. Perhaps you have accepted what I did, and now you pity me for being trapped in the prison of solitude once again. But still, good, kind Aneria, I insist on making one last selfish request. Please hate me for eternity. If I know that you hate me, I can remain connected to you. If I know that you have not forgiven me, the pain of that will enable me to feel that you are close to me. Are you laughing at my convoluted reasoning? Then let me say it more simply. I'm lonely, I fear solitude. That fear has been with me since I killed you with my own 2 hands. 900 years have passed since we first met. In the conventional way, I took a husband. Even more conventionally, I gave birth to a son. Soon after naming the baby Sed, my husband died in an epidemic. At his bedside, of course, I cursed the fate that would not let me die. Had you not been with me, Aneria, I would have never been able to find the strength to raise Sed by myself. You said to me, there is no greater joy than for a child to be born and to grow up healthy. Fitting words from you, sole survivor of the white-winged clan. You also said to me, you will be all right, Seth. You are no longer alone. Now you have said, you will never be alone as long as he is with you. I nodded in tearful recognition of the truth of your words, and you went on with some embarrassment. Leave Sed to me. I will train him to be a full-fledged man of the sea. If anyone should dare to threaten him, I will protect him with my life. How kind you were, Aneria. How truly kind. Even now I can recall the carefree smile on your face when you were playing with Sed. He was such a frail child, but you steeled your heart to train him sternly, and on those days when he had cried himself to sleep, I often caught you in profile, watching him in sleep, your face suffused with ineffable gentleness. How glad I am, Aneria, that fate brought us together. In my long, endlessly long life, I can declare without hesitation that you are my finest companion. So why, Aneria, did events play out the way that they did? To this day, I have no clue why. Do you? Did you know why those things were happening to you? This is what I would like to know now, all the more so because I can no longer learn the answer that I desperately want to know. It happened 30 years ago. I said goodbye to you and Sed and made my way to the Tower of Mirrors. For the memory had come back to me, the mission on which I had come to this world, the task I had been sent here to accomplish, and the reason I possessed memories of 1,000 years spent in this world. I was a pirate who prized freedom above all, and what I enjoyed most of all was living wildly on the open sea. Exactly why I was so drawn to freedom, I myself did not know. But that was when I learned, deep in the heart of one who wishes freedom lies the pain of a freedom denied. It was you, Aneria, who first taught me the expression, prison of solitude, and it was true, I was trapped in a prison of solitude. Not simply, however, because I was confined in a cave on a desert island. For me, being in this world was itself a prison. When I came to realize this, I head for the Tower of Mirrors, in order to return to the world I had come from. Nourished by my 1,000 years of memories of having lived in this world, I would return to the world where I belong. In the Tower of Mirrors, he is waiting, Gongora, the man with whom I was supposed to return to my original world. I had no way of knowing, however, that this was a trap that he had set for me. I can never forget how he stood there, spread-legged and defiant, before the Tower of Mirrors, laughing that arrogant laugh of his. My stomach turns when I recall his hateful face, and my flesh creeps when I think of his cunning, fearsome trap. Gongora had no intention of returning to our former world. Instead, he hatched a fiendish plot to make himself ruler of this world, and anyone who resisted him he crushed without mercy. I was one of those who stood in his way. As soon as I learned of his evil design, I flew back to my pirate ship. Of course, such a monster could not be satisfied with merely waiting for me there. Knowing him, I felt a terrible foreboding. "Said, Aniria," I screamed as I leaped into the ship. In the next second, I saw with a gasp that my foreboding had been correct. Both Said and you were there, Aniria, on the deck. Said lay bleeding, and you, when you became aware of me and slowly turned in my direction, you had a strange gleam in your eye. And there was something in your mouth. It was Said's leg. You had ripped it from his body. All sound had faded. Said lay there in a sea of blood, his leg torn off, trying to call out to me, though I could not hear a thing. I could read in his sorrow-filled eyes, however, a plea. "Don't blame Aniria. It's not his fault." I'm sure I must have said something. What happened? Or perhaps, how did this happen? Or, "Calm down, Aniria," or "Be strong," Said. But then again, I may have simply screamed, too rattled to produce coherent words. In any case, I could not hear my own voice. You were glaring at me, Aniria. Your eyes shone horribly. You were no longer the person I knew. You had been possessed by some being. Why? You spit out Said's leg and let it drop onto the deck, and then you came after me. Said's voice broke the silence when he shouted, "Stop." Was he screaming at you, Aniria? Or at me to stop? The whole scene became enveloped in a white light. When I regained consciousness, I was lying on the deck. As I slowly opened my eyes and raised myself, I realized that my sword was gone. I had only an empty scabbard at my waist. I looked around with a shock, and there you were, Aniria, lying on your back. My sword had been plunged into your chest and stood there like a grave marker. "Aniria," I screamed as I ran over to you. I started shaking you, but your eyes were shut tight, and there was no sign that they would ever open again. I shouted at you to wake, to come back to me. Then I shouted to Said, "Hurry, Said, come here, Aniria's." But there was no reply. Having lost so much blood, Said was unconscious. If only you had been merely unconscious, Xenia. If only you had been badly wounded, but alive. If only you could have started breathing again. But my sword had done its job to horrifying perfection. It had pierced your chest exactly where it needed to in order to end your life. I stared at your corpse uncomprehendingly. "Oh, Aniria, lone survivor of the proud white-winged clan, tell me, please tell me what happened. Was it I who killed you?" I sensed someone approaching from behind, and I turned to find Gongora staring at me expressionless. "You killed him," he said softly, his voice devoid of emotion. I shook my head, wincing. "No." My voice was hoarse, trembling. Gongora went on, as if slowly pressing his words into my ears. "It was you who killed him." "No, I would never do such a thing." The trembling of my voice spread to my entire body. "To think that I might have killed you, Aniria, with my own hands, that could never be." This was what I wanted to believe, but the reality before me was shattering such hope. Gongora threw back his head in laughter, all but proclaiming victory over me. "You see now, Seth, what you've done. You've killed the one you most loved. You are on your way back to the prison of solitude." He continued laughing as he left the deck. This man, who, knowing I could never die, set a trap for me that was crueler than death itself. I had collapsed where I stood. Looking up at the sky, I felt the tears pouring down my face. Tears of blood. Again I was plunged into eternal solitude, never to be released from it by death. Gongora succeeded in locking my heart in darkness again, sealing in it my memories. I wept uncontrollably and screamed until it all but ripped my throat to shreds. If my heart, my mind, and soul were something lodged inside my chest, I could have torn it out. Help me, Aniria. Help me. Hook says, "Are you okay, Captain?" Seth says, "Yeah, I'll be alright, no big deal. I just felt like I was dreaming or something." Was I? Did I faint? "It wasn't just you," says Kime. "We all fell unconscious when that light swept over the ship. Looks like we ran ourselves into the pier soon after that." What pier? Hey there, Sleeping Beauty. Finally awoken by Prince Charming? On second thought, only a prince can sleep this well on a boat. Shut your mouth, Jansen. How is it inside? Everyone's well, they've all woken up, and luckily nobody is injured. But Kime, where are we? Sure is big. No one said it was this big in Shaman. You're right, it's strange. I doubt you can build anything this enormous without anyone noticing. The magic power here is at an alarming level. This must be the source of the power I felt on the sea. I smell a conspiracy around here. We should definitely look into it.
What's wrong?
It's Kankara, the traitor who stole our memories and imprisoned us all.
I'll be damned. What's he doing here? Has he got a twin or something?
Hey, stupid pig! Get out of
Proves
here!
it. Guys without a brain can still walk.
Seth says, "Quiet, there's somebody here."
Load those components into the container and make it back. Our work here is vital to the completion of Grandstaff.
Yes, sir. But why are we taking this station apart?
Well, before Grandstaff was built, it was a test site, a magic engine to amplify magic energy. Under Lord Gongora's direction, we are trying to double the magic energy available for his use. We're diverting the majority of the components from this site to Grandstaff, or so I'm told.
Is this an attempt to get Grandstaff back on schedule?
That's right. These components are already attuned to magic energy. We should be able to run Grandstaff at full power right from the start.
I think we can move this. Do you want to try? Cook, be careful. Barricade won't go away. It says we need a gate pass. That's a problem. We don't have time to waste finding one. Jansen says, how about we just take one from the security guards? Don't worry, it's what I'm good at. Just keep them alive while I steal. Did you hear that just now? Yeah, this place definitely has something to do with the situation in Samin.
Beyond the mirrors again. But I won't let them manipulate me. No, I'll never go back. The throne of the gods.
He did to my son and friend!
Just how are you going to do that when he's also an immortal? If you go barreling in there, you'll just be trapped like we were before.
Sir, you got it wrong. It was you who killed Anera.
No, it was you, Gongora!
My dear friend, did you not realize that the presence of your son was condemning Anera's spirit to a prison of loneliness and isolation by degrees?
What?
Don't listen to him, Seth. You know madness ate away at him. You had no choice but to kill him. When your blade pierced his heart, it may have just as well pierced your own.
No! I didn't kill him! You did it! Not
give it a thought. Shut it out of your mind.
What about your orders, Lieutenant Argonar?
I'm no longer your pawn. The memory you erased has returned.
Oh, really?
That was clever. Realizing that even death couldn't compare to the pain of being unable to remember. I might as well have been dead these past 30 years serving as your agent.
Those 30 years weren't so bad now, were they? I merely made the best use of your abilities.
It was dirty work.
It suited you.
There had to be a reason for us to come to this world in the first place. That includes you.
What reason could that be? Ah, so your memories haven't completely returned. My power was indeed effective at that time, meager though it may have been.
Hey, come on now. You know, you just do way too much talking and not enough listening, you know?
Silence, you idiot.
Hey, I ain't shutting up. You're the worthless scum after what you did to my eyes. Oh, by the way, that memory wiping pearl thing you gave me? Well, see, I used it on someone else. I don't know if that's a problem or not.
I know. I saw everything you saw, remember?
Ha! You're the sleazy one, Lord Eyebrows. Oh, and before I forget, this is the gold you gave me. I really want to throw it back in your face, and I won't. I'm just an idiot, right? Huh? Is that what you think? Huh? Can you see this, old man? Take a look at that! See that?
As if that matters to me. You lowly scum all deserve each other's company.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your newfound comrades. Kyle, Seth, Sarah, and Ming. They're traitors, each and every one of them.
Traitors? Traitors?
We came here for a noble cause. Then you abused your immortality to try and take over. And I was forced to bring an end to your atrocities. If you think about it, I taught you all a lesson!
Liar! You're the one who wants control of this world!
Seth, calm down!
How pathetic. Do you know why I ordered you to Grand Staff? So that our mission would be a swift success!
And what is that mission?
That will not be revealed to traitors like you.
We're not traitors!
What do you think you can do about it?
You will return our memories.
I think not.
Cook, Mac, stay out of this.
It's because of him Mom's dead. I'm gonna stay and fight you.
Kai, Sarah, these are your grandchildren. I'll kill them as I killed your daughter. Only now, I'm even more powerful. This time, your memories will be permanently locked away, leaving you walking corpses for all time!
We'll see which of us is the traitor.
Just as you were regaining your memories, you return here only to lose them again? You're as stupid now as you were 30 years ago. Your paltry skills cannot compare with my superior power. Are you trying to stop my glorious plan with your feeble skills? Is that the best you can do? How weak. Is that the best you can do? Just what is magic energy? I won't be defeated by those who don't even understand its true nature. How weak. It's no use. Is this how you want it to end? How weak. It's no use. Is this how you want it to end? Are you trying to stop my glorious plan with your feeble skills? If you defeat me, do you plan to take over all my power? You have all forgotten our real mission. It's no use. Is this how you want it to end? How weak. This is the incompetence of people who don't know magic. What weak powers. How weak. Are you trying to stop my glorious plan with your feeble skills? Immortal beings with no guidance put this world in jeopardy. What weak powers. It's no use. Is this how you want it to end? What weak powers. Is that the best you can do? How do you want this to end? Would you rather go back to being living corpses? Or witness the deaths of those you love? How weak. This is the incompetence of people who don't know magic. weak. Is that the best you can do? Live through this. How ridiculous! There's no merit in the memories of treacherous worms like you!
What has happened here, Gongora?
There is no cause for concern, Your Majesty. These are foiled assassins sent by people who bear you ill will.
But... This is the Queen of Numara!
Surely Your Majesty is aware that Numara is preparing to attack Ura.
But what would the Queen be doing here?
I'm not sure, but if I may ask, Your Excellency, did you come here just to see them?
No! I came to tell you all the essential components have been loaded.
Your Majesty had to deliver such a message personally? My apologies. My people should have done that.
It's all right. I wanted to do it.
I see. Well then, let us be off.
And what of them?
Leave them. It won't matter.
But there are children.
They are a threat to Your Majesty's life. We cannot allow such treachery, even from children. Now that you are king, you must make difficult decisions, Your Majesty.
Yes. Yes, of course.
The staff will sink into the sea and dwell in silence and darkness for all time.
Mom! We gotta help the others! Okay.
This light. Lyrum?
Lyrum.
What happened?
Oh, man. Oh, what a headache. Oh.
Oh, good. Everyone's all right.
Well, looks like we have our memories, too. Good. Ah, wow. Thanks, kid. What? Oh.
What?
Ming!
Thanks. I'm all right.
Brain freeze. Oh, man. Uh-oh, this is bad. Can you run?
Yeah, we have to get out of here. We're safe. Don't cry.
Let's go.
Okay.
Jansen says, "Aw, she finally sank. Alas, we knew her well." Seth says, "I think we pushed it too far, but it still managed to get us all the way over to the port. We owe one to the poor thing, that's for sure." Guile says, "Welcome back. That was some lightning, wasn't it? Everyone was worried. I'm so glad you're safe. Are the children alright?" "Yeah, I'm okay. Me too." "Well, good. Don't endanger yourselves like that anymore. We've made it through some bumpy waters, so why don't you take it easy in town this evening?" Sarah says, "Thanks, we'd love to, right, Kym?" Kym says, "Yeah." Jansen says, "But this kinda puts us in a bind since we've lost the only ship left in town. Guess we can forget about going to Goatsa anytime soon." "Come to think of it, you were traveling to Goatsa, weren't you?" "Yeah." "Well, I have good news for you. The lightning melted the glacier, blocking the road to Goatsa. You still have to get through the ice canyon, but at least you can reach there on foot now." Jansen says, "That's great. That means we can get to Goatsa even faster. How lucky is that? For a while there, I thought we'd be stuck." Kym says, "Yeah, our journey can't end yet." Ming says, "But we probably shouldn't push ourselves any further today. Let's go back to town and rest." Cook says, "Ooh." Jansen says, "What's up?" "Nothing, just kinda tired." "Me too." "Can't blame them since they've been through a lot. Let's get some rest today." Okay.
So what's really going on? You know, Gongora called you guys the real traitors. Care to elaborate?
He was lying, obviously. Gongora robbed us of our memories. He's the traitor.
But we still don't remember what our mission was in coming to this world.
Sarah, was there anything about this in your journals?
No, not about our mission. There was something about where we came from, however. We came from a pure, untarnished world. Two different worlds on a shared axis converged, which caused disturbances in our home world. Our minds came to this world, where we acquired bodies and began what we call living. During that time, I wondered constantly what the meaning of that existence was, and why we were seemingly immortal on this world. I began researching to find some answers.
I just want the facts.
Facts?
If the record of 1,000 years shows that I am really a traitor, then I'll have to accept that and pay the price. If the truth is that I've caused the deaths I've seen, then I'll have to pay the price.
That can't be true.
As long as our memories aren't complete, Gongora holds the upper hand. We've got to go after him.
So that's why we're going to Goatsa. Oh, and why Ming's gonna use her charm when we get there. Like it. Okay.
Kym, the only thing we can do is seek the truth. Fortunately, we have plenty of time.
Jansen says, "Is that it for today?" I say yes. Well, I guess we're gonna get some rest then. Rare stuff is getting tougher to find these days, but hey, have a look around. Salmon's auctions are quite famous among those in the know. Let's see. Alrighty, I guess we just head to the ice canyon, so I think we just gotta leave town.
It's not moving.
Citizens of Gotza, do not be afraid. Our overwhelming military strength means we have nothing to fear. Even if Numara or Ura should bring their magic energy to bear on us, be proud that you were born a citizen of Gotza.
Jansen says, King Gotza is one creepy guy. Something up, Kaim? No. I'm sure things are getting tense between Gotza and Yura right now, too. It's likely all part of Gongora's plan. We must go quickly and see the king.
I need to take care of Gongora.
No, let's vote first. I count as 2 points because I could die on the team. You guys are immortal. So everyone who wants to back up, and what is that? I think that's mine.
You don't suppose that was...
I do. I have to leave you all for a while. There's some business I have to attend to.
But this is... Need a partner?
I'm coming
I'm
with you.
available.
I can handle this myself.
It concerns me too.
All right.
Excuse us. Please, go on ahead without us.
What was that all about?
Well, you know, they just got together after a long separation. Unlike you, most women don't kick people. They like to be together and share warmth and company and caress one another.
Chauvinistic
And
ass.
Ow! See? Proved my point.
Kaim's whole demeanor changed when he saw that coin.
Maybe he collects them.
Just like it flies or something. Neato! Whoa! I have never seen. Hey! Can we go look at that?
What? I don't know. What is it?
It's the royal carriage. We don't have anything like that in Numara.
Can we? We won't leave the town, please.
That seems dangerous to me.
Yeah, you're the dangerous one. I think it's safe enough, kids. Yeah, you know, I wanted to hop on it too the first time I saw it. Yeah, don't push any buttons, because I did that once.
And don't leave the town. We won't, don't worry. Come back.
It is the first time they've been on these streets. Man, you know, they could get into trouble. I don't know if that... Maybe I should go... Wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm worried about a couple of kids. Something's wrong with me.
Halt. Identify yourselves. Show your citizen IDs.
You know, this wasn't on the brochure. Now, I'm not taking a cruise anymore. You know, they always never tell you the fine print stuff.
This is Queen Ming of Numara.
What? Numara?
She's a queen, you know? Off with your heads. Ring a bell, huh?
And, I wasn't notified about this. If you're the Queen of Numara, why are you coming to our country so informally? These people don't look like much of an escort.
Huh? It's okay, it's fine.
Yeah, we're traveling incognito. Yeah, that's undercover. Yeah, hush, hush. Odd things have been happening in Numara. You know, people losing their clothes and stuff. Her Majesty felt it was her duty to come outside and do some research. You know, so be a pal. Try and help us out, you know, with this. Are you a spy, by the way?
Regulations are regulations, and there's no proof she's the Queen of Numara.
Ooh, proof. Yeah.
Proof I can furnish. Even a foot soldier such as yourself should recognize the crest of the Royal House of Numara. The glowing pendant on the Queen's chest.
Hey! What
Whoa, hey! You can't do that! You're a queen!
Yeah! I agree with you finally. Yeah, there's got to be a better way. Whoa, that's a very
It
good
can't
way
be.
of. Wow. You know, you think you know someone? Nice surprise.
My sincerest apologies, Your Highness. You are without a doubt the Queen of Numara. You are most welcome to enter.
Thank you, officer.
Well, that was a daring thing to do.
It was for everyone's sake.
Yeah. That was good.
I don't care if this guy's a king or whatever, but why did they have to make this place so damn big? Be quiet. It looks like the palace. Please, right this way. Presenting Her Majesty, the Queen of Numara.
What's this? How are we supposed to see the king?
Yeah, you know, we're not even sure if he's up there or not. I mean, looks like a maid.
Your Majesty is most kind to receive me on short notice. I am Ming, Queen of Numara. I have a most urgent favor to request.
You must have gone to considerable trouble to visit me, Queen Ming. It was my understanding, however, that your country preferred to remain isolated from its neighbors. I find it curious that you are here unannounced, with no fanfare, and accompanied by persons of uncertain character.
You have every reason to be wary, Your Majesty. It was necessary, however, for me to use such unorthodox methods. I beg your patience and ask that you hear my request.
Certainly, my dear Queen. However, I must verify that you are who you claim to be. I am aware that you demonstrated at the castle gates that you bear the glowing birthmarks of the royal house of Numara. However, in these times when magic energy is everywhere around us, it would be a simple matter to have such marks artificially added.
What are you implying, Your Majesty? You doubt her word?
Something smells fishy here, and it's not me.
Very well. In the interest of diplomacy, I shall once again demonstrate the sigil of my rank.
Your cooperation is appreciated. However, I will need a bit more proof.
Understood.
I have heard that the Queen of Numara is a capable sorcerer. If that is true, you should be able to reach me by breaching these barriers, yes?
Wait a minute, let me get in front. I'll guard you.
It's all right, Jensen. Your Majesty, I will now approach the throne.
Excellent.
Well, this isn't working.
He's toying with her. Your Majesty, there is no time for such sport. We don't have much time.
Hey, what's happening? There are no more barriers. Did it break?
Somebody, do something about this quick!
What is his problem?
The barriers were emanating from the throne.
Even if you are the King of Goatsa, how dare you behave in such a manner?
Please stay back! I had nothing to do with it! Nothing!
You're not the king. No, not the king at all.
I knew it was you.
Mars! I mean, Your Majesty.
Kaim, Sarah, it's been so many years. You're still as lovely as ever, Sarah.
Thank you. And you're still as charming as ever, Your Majesty. Why did you bring us here? Why the disguise?
This was the only way I could find to spend a few quiet moments with you. It's not widespread knowledge yet, but word is out that you've abducted the Queen of Numara. Would you mind explaining what's going on?
The Queen is with us.
Then it's true you abducted her?
She's one of us. But it would take too long to explain.
One of you?
Yes, a fellow immortal.
So the Queen who's been said to rule for 1,000 years is in fact immortal?
I consider you to be one of us too.
Even though I'm not immortal?
Not as an immortal, but as one who cares for this world.
To think that beings from another world should be the ones to teach me about love for my own world. Has it really been 50 years since we first met?
Yes. I remember.
Yes.
You have that memory?
No, my journals. You were just 20 then, weren't you?
I was certainly naive then, to go off as I did. I doubted that my inexperienced body and spirit would be equal to the demands and responsibilities of the kingship that I must one day inherit, let alone the challenges of defending my kingdom. And I wandered the world alone in search of an answer. I'd been pampered by court life, and thus I was unprepared for the demands of the journey. Perhaps I was hoping for hardship, hoping that in testing myself, I would find the strength to seek some answers.
Hang on. It was Kaim who found you and rescued you.
Kaim has come too. I think he'll survive.
You and Kaim were already wed by then. I was jealous. Not only were you immortal, but you also had a bride who would herself be beautiful forever.
But that experience changed you. And through your journey, you found your answer.
Yes.
You'll put your life on the line to protect what you love. A truth that is as significant as it is simple. That was when you discovered it for yourself.
Oh, I remember what you told me, Kaim. Love your kingdom as you love Sarah.
Yes, you fear for the things you try to protect, and it is a fear you become accustomed to.
Thank you. That's not the important thing.
Take this.
What matters is knowing that nothing lasts forever. Knowing that something isn't eternal makes it more precious to you. It makes it worth fighting for. Words are unnecessary. What matters is love, and the will to fight for what you love.
This belongs to you.
Those Those words were first expressed by one of this world's ancient philosophers. His thoughts live on, even though people and history may change. The words engraved on that coin are the truth. That's why I gave it to you. I wanted you to read that, if you were ever uncertain of what to do.
Truth? Yes, these words certainly contain a truth by which one may live. Unlike you, however, I have learned through dedicating myself to the welfare of my people the impossibility of governing the world through truth alone.
You've changed.
We, the people native to this world, are different from you immortals. This truth is the most beautiful and significant to immortals such as yourselves. We mortals, however, have but a finite amount of time. Our options, like our lives, are also limited. And I have learned that sometimes one has to adopt less than ideal means to achieve ideal ends. Facts and reality sometimes demand that we take steps that contradict that very beautiful truth.
The world always holds such contradictions.
Gaim, Sarah, I have a favor to ask, now that you know my conflicted, contradictory nature. I will shortly be meeting in secret with King Tolton to discuss what can be done to avoid war, given the strained relations between our countries. He and I will consult between ourselves to avoid any interference from various vested interests on our respective sides.
You struggle to achieve your ideals, even while wrapped in contradictions.
So to speak. And I would like both of you to be present when I meet with King Tolton.
Why?
The young king and I will be struggling with the divide between truth, reality, and fact. I want your advice, given your perspective as immortals. And if we still can't find common ground and opt for war, then I ask that you not interfere.
That part of you hasn't changed. You're suffering from having to confront an immutable reality that you cannot escape. You're every bit the man you were when we last met.
You're too kind, Sarah.
There is one thing. When King Tolton arrives, tell him that his court advisor Gongora is himself an immortal, and he's using his power to try to seize control of your entire world.
What?
Remember this fact, old friend, when faced with your decision.
Queen Ming of Numara is with us. What would you say to having her attend the meeting as well? In addition, we have a favor to ask of you, too.
We need to get to Ura. For that, we need a ship capable of traversing the hypercurrents.
Very well.
We'll bring the Queen along. I'll see you at the meeting.
A violet aurora will never steer you wrong. Dive into it if you want to be reunited with the spirits of your loved ones. It's another world where the spirits of the dead roam. Nobody's seen one of those auroras for 30 years, though.
Is this the track the old lady said the Aurora was on? I think so. Hey, we can get on here, can't we? Says Mac.
Come on, let's take it for a ride. What? Let's go see the Violet Aurora. If we can get to it, we can see Mom. Do you actually believe that story? Yeah. Come on, she'll be there. It's just a story. You can't see people when they're dead. Quit dreaming. I'm not dreaming. Remember how Mom's flower saved us after Gongora wiped us out? She's here with us. Don't you want to see her too? If we can find her in the Aurora, I want to try it. Do you want to see Mom or not? All right. I'll take your word for it. Do it. I'll drive this train. But I want to make this clear. Do not blame me if we screw up. This was your idea, not mine. I know, I know. What do you mean, you know? Do you know what we're getting into? All right, stop crying. If we're gonna go, let's go already.
So how does this work? I don't know, just push something. Ah, forget it. Get out of the way. Well, I guess we kidnapped the train.
Who the hell are you? That's not the main, it's the butler, I think. Where's the king?
Please, I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. Please.
You know, that's fine. You know, I've impersonated people before. I mean, you know, but yeah, just find the king for us, would you?
What a wimp. Look.
Ow!
Out of my way. Want to meet my fist, Your Highness?
No, please.
Hey, 2 words. Anger management. Just relax. Don't beat the guy up. Jeez.
Yeah, thank you. You're very kind.
I hope the real king isn't as pathetic as you.
It won't do to scare the poor man speechless, Seth. I know that. Huh?
So, let's do this the easy way.
Oh yes. Now we're talking.
Where's the real king?
Yes. Head for the train station. Our king is meeting with the King of Ura on board a train there. But no one is supposed to know.
Hey, thanks. Been a big help. Gotta make that money up somehow.
We make a pretty good team. Even if it cost us a fair amount of money.
Yeah, my money.
What?
Ming, it's like this. Seth did her pirate act to shake him up, and then I reeled him in by playing nice. You know, good guard, bad guard. It's the most basic technique for getting information out of people. I mean, we could have killed his family, but that's messy and takes too long.
Oh, so you planned it all?
Well, yeah, actually we did. It was a dirty trick. But, you know, when you're on the street, you gotta take the good with the bad.
I wasn't surprised at that. I am a queen after all, and I've seen worse. However, what amazed me was how you two were able to work together.
What? Please don't tell me you're jealous.
Jealous? Of what? Of... Oh, no, please. Me and Pirate Girl? Come on.
Well then, should we head for the station? We can't get in though, can we? Damn it, we should have gotten a permit from the fake king. I don't think he could have done that. He was a fake after all. I'm sure we'll come up with something. Excuse me, do you have ID? Nope. What are we gonna do?
Kyle!
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
We've been searching. We were looking for you.
Me?
Come on.
Oh, so now we can get in. Why is that?
Don't worry, it's all been taken care of.
I'm sorry, the platform is off limits. See, what did I tell ya? No, we have permission. My word, a royal decree. Pardon my rudeness, please. Please, go right ahead.
Two kids jumped on that train and took off. The whole place is in an uproar.
Kids?
Oh, no.
Yeah, a boy and a girl. They looked an awful lot alike. Could have been twins.
No.
They headed off to see the Aurora.
What Aurora?
The Violet Aurora, that's the gateway to the realm of the spirits. I sensed a powerful longing on their part to be with someone.
Come to think of it, passengers that arrived on the first track mentioned seeing the Aurora on their way in.
They've gone looking for Lirum.
Oh, it's dangerous to pursue the spirits of the dead. The living become their prisoners. I've seen it time and time again.
Which way did the train go?
Trains leaving on the first track are eastbound.
The royal carriage is westbound.
Opposite directions. Oh, fantastic. What do we do?
Kime.
The train is departing!
I'm going after them. Forgive me. You go to the meeting, Kime.
stay with her.
Listen, Kai, I'm your husband and grandfather first. Come on, get going.
We'll take care of the meeting.
Go get him, Tiger. Thanks.
Another party will be participating in this meeting.
Who might that be?
The Queen of Numara. Will that be a problem? It is increasingly likely that our three countries, Gotza, Ura, and Numara, will go to war. The purpose of this meeting is to find a way to avoid that. I want very much to hear what Queen Ming has to say on this subject. What do you say?
Very well then. Bring her in.
I'm grateful for your consideration.
Thank you. Hey, is the kitchen still open?
Please accept my apology for imposing myself upon you in this manner. Your Majesties.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
Queen Ming, this is His Majesty Tolton, the King of Ura. Would you please share your concerns with us?
Most certainly, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I have important information concerning your royal advisor, Gongora. He belonged to our group of immortals, but now it appears he's created his own agenda to dominate this world.
Gongora is an immortal?
What he desires is power. Tremendous power. The rumors of attack by Numara, the response the Urans took by building up arms, and the restoration of the Uran monarchy with you on the throne, all are parts of Gongora's grand scheme. Grand Staff is an essential part of Gongora's plan, and it is incredibly dangerous. Your Majesty, we beg you to destroy the staff without delay.
Grand Staff will make enormous contributions to Ura's development. I can't simply destroy it.
I must agree with King Tolton. The completion of Grand Staff will mean the culmination of all our years of harnessing magic to advance our civilizations. Its loss would be tragic for us all.
Your Majesties have surely heard of the catastrophe at the Wool Highlands.
I've heard that a meteor fell on the battlefield.
Yes, and it was most probably brought down by Gongora.
What?
And there is no telling when he may strike with a second or third meteor. It is imperative that we stop Gongora and prevent the completion of Grand Staff.
I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. And yet, I can't imagine the Queen of Numara would come here to make such absurd claims.
You will have our full cooperation, Your Majesty. Our forces stand ready to mobilize in Ura's defense, in place of the forces that you have already lost to this new enemy.
As to the fallen meteor at the Highlands of Wool, if there is a possibility that Gongora...
That is indeed dedication to duty. How then should I respond? Should I destroy the mirrors before the other immortals fully regain their memories? Connect me to Tolton. I need to relay some information. Your Majesty, tell the King of Gotza that you will hand over the blueprints and essential data on Grandstaff.
Announce that you will join forces with him.
We now have an alliance with Ura.
Your Majesty?
And information on Grand Staff is being sent to Kent. Dispatch our forces to maintain security there.
Right away, Your Majesty.
Ah, one more thing.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ura appears to know something of our relations with Kent.
You mean our meetings with Kent before the attack on Ura?
Correct. This alliance could be an Ura trap. Take the usual measures and use caution. My apologies for delaying our meal. This is an auspicious day. Please savor the fine cuisine of Gotza.
The train the kids got on is pretty far ahead. I don't know if we can catch up to it. It's okay, this train will be faster because it has fewer cars attached. It'll be risky, but we'll chase them at full speed. Let's go.
Him! Kai Markanal, the Immortal. Yeah, the Uran spy. And now he slipped into Gotza.
Somebody's hijacked train number 3. Deploy emergency response.
Going to stop us by force. Let's do it.
calls me. You must answer!
We gotta stop them!
Death calls me. You must answer! Death calls me. You must answer!
What is that?
Death calls me. You must answer! Death calls me. You must answer! Death calls me. You must answer! Death calls me. You must answer!
Took too much time. Let's move.
Yes, let's go!
That reminds me. We mounted a large-scale operation against piracy the other day.
Piracy?
Yes. Our local waters have been ravaged by pirates, taking advantage of our recent military weakness following the catastrophe at the Highlands. So I dispatched our remaining forces to mop them up, and communicate far and wide that Ura will not be defeated.
If your forces can defeat pirates, they should be sufficient for most any requirement.
You are too kind. I am particularly proud that we succeeded in capturing the most feared pirate on the seas, Zed.
Zed? What is it, Seth? He's alive. My son.
Huh? Hey, don't say anything about this now. We don't want any trouble.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Now, I am aware that you've selected Kent as the site for the handover of Grand Staff information. I wonder, though, about the security detail. Will they be sufficient? I would gladly dispatch Urin forces to take part as well. Their morale is much higher following their successes against the pirates. I am certain their presence would be helpful.
Your concern is appreciated, Your Majesty. The forces already dispatched there, however, are from Goetze's main battle force, the pride of our military. No unwanted visitors will even get close to Kent.
May I rest assured that the information will be in good hands once it has been delivered?
You may indeed. Every effort will be made, if it means Goetze may also share in this magnificent magic energy.
Pardon me for interrupting, but I'm afraid I don't fully understand what your majesties are speaking of.
Ah, yes, forgive me. We are speaking of the construction of a second Grand Staff.
I still don't understand. We immortals asked that Grand Staff be destroyed. Kaim told us that the purpose of this meeting was to avert war.
Indeed, war has been averted. King Tolton and I have come to an agreement, thanks to Your Majesty's own words. We thank Kaim for introducing you to us. With the information provided by King Tolton, Goetze will build its own Grand Staff and reap the benefits of the tremendous magic energy that it offers. Our two countries will thus be equal in power. Neither country will have an advantage over the other. Look at this.
Love will protect against all.
This alliance springs from my love for my people and my efforts to protect them. I trust you will appreciate the significance.
This is hypocrisy. We both know what Kaim and Sarah would think if they were to hear you speak this way.
I am aware of the contradiction. Regardless, if it will prevent war and bloodshed, I will choose this path and the equivocation that accompanies it.
Wait a minute. You're not getting it. This isn't what we were talking about. We told you Grand Staff was dangerous. We never said you should make more of them. What are you thinking?
You can't do this. You're playing right into Gongora's hands.
It's just about time. Yeah. Hey, here they come!
The crowd is waiting, Lord Gongora. Please step up to the podium.
My fellow Urans! Behold! We have completed the most powerful magic engine of all time! Grand Staff! I, Gongora, your royal advisor, am most grateful for the support of each and every citizen of Ura. For it is you who have made this possible. And while Grand Staff will guarantee further progress for our country, this progress will be born not of magic, but through your collective efforts! Unfortunately, this momentous occasion is also marred by tragedy. It is my sad duty to inform you that King Tolton, who has tirelessly devoted himself to you, his people, passed away yesterday. His Majesty met with the King of Gotza to discuss an alliance prior to upcoming military maneuvers. His Majesty was never able to establish that alliance. Gotza informed us that His Majesty fell suddenly ill and perished with terrible swiftness. However, our sources in Gotza have determined that is a lie. In fact, His Excellency was clearly the target of a treacherous assassination! Before he departed for Gotza, King Tolton may have foreseen his impending death. Therefore, he entrusted me with full, unconditional authority to act in his stead. Such a tragedy that this has come to pass. His Majesty gave his all to his people and his country. My fellow Urans, pray, give this powerless one your help and support! Thank you. Thank you. His Majesty was all too aware that war is a foolish choice, as am I. However, to simply concede to whatever terms Gotza may dictate would constitute a national outrage. Now, let us take the opportunity afforded us by the completion of Grand Staff to bring glory to our fallen king's memory! Let us demonstrate Ura's might before Gotza!
have chosen you 7 sorcerers, each a master, as my dark acolytes. As of this moment, you are clandestine operatives reporting directly to the royal house. You will be called upon to serve me faithfully as I take command. Therefore, I ask you all, are you prepared to die in my service for the royal house of Umra? Excellent. Now, we proceed to the tests. I will attack you with magic, and you shall not guard yourself in any way. You shall not resist. You must bear my attack in silence.
Please, stop. I'll just die and show our loyalty.
You have done well, and proven your devotion. Arise.
Lord Gongora, please, help me with your magic.
I told you not to resist me. You have proven how limited your devotion truly is. A coward such as you has no place in my darkness. Now, listen well. You have no souls, no identity. All that matters is your devotion to me and your superior mastery of magic. Open your eyes, my acolytes, and hear my orders. These are your targets. The Gotsan army, presently in Kent. The castle of Gotsan, the royal carriage, 40 kilometers west of the castle, and another train, 100 kilometers east of the castle.
Are we then to attack the immortals, my lord?
Yes.
But they cannot die.
I have all the time in the world.
Look how mighty our fleet is. Most certainly is.
Something's happening! Everything around us is frozen! What's going on?
I sense magic energy. Far more powerful than anything I have ever encountered.
It's the Wool Highlands all over again!
Whoa, 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 stop it! Wait, just, hey, you don't think this is Grand Staff's doing, do you? Huh?
Gongora! So Kaim was right. No choice makes any difference now.
King Tolton! What is the meaning of this?
I don't know.
King Tolton?
I tell you, I don't know!
You cannot hesitate now. Implement the contingency plan immediately. Yes, sir, Your Majesty.
Contingency plan? That is how would that work, actually?
Reprisal. It's the only response to aggression such as this.
No! That's the worst thing you could do!
As a fellow head of state, you too should understand that military action is sometimes the best option for defending one's people.
That's ridiculous! You have no idea what you're dealing with!
Okay, who's driving this thing?
Contact Gongora! has happened? What is he doing? Flee, Your Majesty. Not escape.
Where do you think you're going? King Totan!
Seth!
That was supposed to be me.
Must hurry.
Oh no, it appears it is frozen. Literally. Anyways, I'm gonna edit this out, upload it, and then I'll be back on either today or tomorrow with more Lost Odyssey. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.